We know that web forms are a vital tool for generating records within our CRM, but they're also an easy target, right? For submissions from unauthenticated or malicious sources. What happened before this update is that we'd get filled with spam, all these records that were just junk records, right? So this lowered the overall quality of our database. Let's think about this specific case. If we look at our protagonist, who's a sales manager at an insurance brokerage, her team receives 300 leads per month from a form on their website called Quote Your Policy. 40% of these incoming records are bots, right? Fake emails, made-up data, salespeople waste hours qualifying useless records instead of focusing on real opportunities, right? Also, conversion reports obviously don't reflect reality. So what was happening before this update? 3 things. First, we have junk data, as I said before, in the CRM, leads with fake names, emails with temporary domains, and so on. Second, the team's time is completely wasted. Representatives qualify useless records instead of focusing on real opportunities. And obviously, these distorted metrics, the conversion rate appears artificially low, making decision-making difficult. To solve this, Zoho launched spam detection within the Webforms settings. It detects bots and crawlers, validates emails and phones, automatically flags temporary domain addresses, known spam boxes, and invalid numbers. This honeypot field is an advanced security layer that's already inside the form. In other words, an invisible field is added to the form that no legitimate user, let's say, can see or fill out, right? Only bots detect and fill it out, so there we already have an alert. If that field is then filled out, it means it was done by a bot, right? And the probability score. Within this update, we'll be able to modify the spam probability range, right? Each record will receive a percentage of spam probability with a color code. I'll show you now. So this way, we'll be able to quickly identify if it's spam or not, right? That threshold, as I said, is configurable, meaning we can define the system percentage ourselves. This way, it'll hold the record for manual approval instead of letting it pass directly to the module, right? Let's go to the settings. We find it in Channels, Web Forms, and in this case, I already have a form created, Test. Notice that it's active for the Contacts module. Simply, when you create a form, you already know you have to drag and drop. It's also super intuitive, the fields we have within the module. We can also add advanced fields, but honestly, with this functionality, maybe CAPTCHA or reCAPTCHA aren't necessary. So in the second step of the configuration, you'll find the spam detection section. This is what I was saying here. We have this general range that comes as standard from 90 to 100, right? But we can modify it. My recommendation here is a range of 70 to 100, okay? Like I have in this form. If you get a lot of bot traffic, you can even lower it from 60 to 100. Mind you, it's not good to lower it too much, right? Which would actually make it easier, right? For junk records to enter our tool. So once we mark how we want to configure this spam detection, the tool will start marking legitimate leads as suspicious, okay? Creating then, in this case, the need to manually review the leads. Sorry, within this section, right? Once spam is detected within waiting contacts, in this case, it'll always be the name of the module we have it in. We'll be able to see exactly who came in as spam, okay? So once you publish the form with that threshold, look, it's a section in awaiting contacts, in my case, with different filters that let us see exactly which ones are possible spam. And look, this one tells me that, in this case I did a test record, it tells me it has a 70% probability of being spam. If I go in here, I'll be able to access the record and this way see, right? The data completed through the form, and I have to manually approve it or delete it, okay? There's the feature that I don't have yet due to regional issues. Zoho is using by regional data centers. that has to do exactly with the possibility of blocking IPs, okay? Directly from the record itself, in case you want to prevent this source, from sending you spam again. So that way we could prevent junk records from coming in, okay? Something important. Records held for approval are not automatically deleted, okay? They'll stay here until someone reviews them. I mean, the ones that are blocked by IP will be deleted after 60 days. And remember that this honeypot field is also being rolled out in phases, the field I mentioned, okay? That detects bots. So it might not be visible yet in all accounts either. At least in mine, it's not there yet due to a regional issue.